Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I am very well. I
Good.
just want
So,
to
so am I.
before we get started, and I didn't want to tell this to you before we went live, is that for everybody watching, it was Louise's birthday yesterday. We weren't live because we had a meeting early morning, which was followed by a nice gift from the people we met with, a nice gift of bottle of wine. So yes, again, happy birthday, Louise. We
Thank you very much. And yes, it was a great day. That you get to a certain age where it's maybe not so much happy birthday as good luck with the aging process. But maybe I'm not quite there yet. Let's see how we go. But thanks very much for
yes.
the wishes, dear Walt.
Yeah, no, well, for both of us, but for you in particular, might be a fantastic year ahead.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we've got a little bit of a good news story that we literally received 5 minutes ago. Care to elaborate a little bit, Louise?
Yes, in the mornings we see what's in the news and what can we talk about, and it's very nice that we were sent something directly hot off the press from Lukanya Nkombisa from the Grower Development Company, Citrus Growers Development Company, who sent us a press release from the Citrus Academy. The Citrus Academy is an academy which is part of the citrus industry, funded by the industry, and they provide learnerships and bursaries for young people, mostly tertiary education. And they've been going since, I think, 2005, 6 or 7, around there. And it's an incredible organization, and they have created capacity in the citrus industry of note. It's headed up by the unbelievably driven and passionate Jacomine de Klerk, who's the general manager of the Citrus Academy. And so they're launching something new, which is quite exciting.
Now,
and
for
this
the people
is
that want to know more about this academy, is that we've had Jacomine on the podcast before. A couple of episodes back, Jacomine was our guest, and we went in quite deep into what the Citrus Academy does, which is very interesting.
Indeed. And maybe we can post that at the end of this as well, a link to that. So there's something new, and it's a press release from the Citrus Growers Association. It says, new citrus qualification for high school students launched. So that's actually very cool. So it's moving not just tertiary education into high school education.
Yeah,
and it says
the press release hasn't gone out yet, but yesterday CGA posted on their Facebook page, probably on the LinkedIn page as well, that yesterday it said today's International Education Day. Did you know our Citrus Academy has invested over 31 million rand in bursaries over 17 years? Also this year it launched the Citrus Secondary Program, providing high school learners with the opportunity for qualifications in citrus production. Right. So that was on the Facebook yesterday, but this morning we got the press release directly from Lucentlands.
Well, and the press release is dated today, so I think we're allowed to talk about it, even though it's not out there yet.
Well, if not, it's easier to say sorry than ask for permission.
Yes. So it says over 450 learners at 16 schools will be enrolled in the Citrus Secondary Program for 2024. So that's very cool. And it says 16 schools will implement the program in Bonnievale and Riversdale in the Western Cape, Potensi, Kirkwood and Fort Beaufort in the Eastern Cape, Umzimkhulu in KwaZulu-Natal, Kakamas in the Northern Cape, and Hoedspruit and Mwamtiwa, I hope I got that right, and Sanin in the Limpopo province. Don't laugh. But that's hugely exciting.
Yes.
The education opportunity is facilitated over 2 years and is aimed at grade 10 and 11 learners. The modules are timed to coincide with the citrus production cycle. And if you look at the places it's being implemented, those are all in citrus production regions.
Yes.
So this is hugely exciting. Learners are introduced to topics such as enterprise planning, irrigation, financial management, pest management, and plant manipulation. The program is fully curriculum aligned and can be used as part of the school's subject agricultural management practices. or it can be implemented as an extramural activity through which learners can attain a valuable qualification. That is so cool.
Shit,
Wow.
I wish stuff like this was around when I was at school. I remember the landbou skole, and until today, I don't know what landbou they learned, what agriculture they learned, and they are doing a fantastic job. But this is something very specific. It's again,
Yes.
maybe we should see if we can get one of the principals of the agricultural schools
Yeah.
on
I
and have a
think
chat
this
to
is
them
very
about what they're doing.
exciting. Indeed. And we can look at that. But what I think is also very important here is, when you learn the skills, yes, you can learn how to do all these things. But the first thing that they mention here, which is to me one of the most important things, and that is enterprise planning. Okay, so if you're going to plan an enterprise, you're doing financial planning of what you're going to be planting and how you're going to be doing things, and also where your market is. And so often this is one of the most important things, and it's skipped. And what I think is quite incredible is that is the first topic listed on this list.
Yes, but if you look at let's take the Western Cape schools. Let me just see what areas it's in again. Bonnievale.
There's some in the Southern Cape, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Bonnievale and Riversdale. Bonnievale has got a school that was built by the farmers. It's not a there's two schools. There's two high schools. There's the I forget the name now. It will come to me.
Is it the Jakes Gerwel School you're talking about?
That's it right there. There's the Bonnievale High School, and
one day when I've lost it, you must just remember that I once had it. Yeah. Talking about the aging process.
Yeah. So the Jakes Gerwel School is a very cool initiative that was launched. I have visited the school and I've done photos there. They've got they went to the growers in the area, the general farmers, and they said, what skills do you need the kids or young people in particular when they leave school? Because now you get some kids that leave school and they've got absolutely no idea what to do. There they actually teach them stuff like welding and building and plumbing and agriculture. So I presume this is going to be implemented at the Jakes Gerwel School, which services a very wide area: Bonnievale, Robertson, Ashton, Montague, and predominantly in the lower income segment of the population. So this will open up some doors for some of those youngsters.
And it's a magnificent facility, that place. It's beautiful. So you drive past there, it's just very cool.
Yes, it was state of the art. And Riversdale has got a very old agricultural high school called Oakdale. Again, I presume it's implemented there. Not sure. But if you look at Riversdale, it's predominantly grain production in the area. Riversdale has seen a little bit of fruit production happening in the hills behind it, but it's predominantly livestock and grains.
Yes. So this is hugely exciting. And, so many youngsters, as you say, they matriculate and then they don't have the skills to start a business, and they don't end up in tertiary education, even if it's college. But this is going to equip them once they leave, once they matriculate, they're going to have the skill. So well done to the Citrus Academy for putting this together. And again, as we stand in awe of what they've achieved and what they continue to achieve, and the capacity they're building within the citrus industry. So well done to the Citrus Academy team for this, and we'll watch the space.
Yes. Well, further on, it says last year the program was piloted in 2 schools in the Sundays River Valley, as well as one in Humansdorp. We've learned so much about how to make the program work practically during the pilot phase. But what we really found out was that there is an immense interest in and need for this type of qualification. In one school, registrations doubled as things progressed, says Theo Besaidner, the community development coordinator from the Sundays River Valley Collaborative, a non-profit company. This is about recalibrating the current education system, working with the local community and local government so that the system can have a systemic effect on things like employment prospects.
Well, there it is, employment prospects, right there. And I mean, if they're doing it in the areas that produce citrus, potentially these youngsters, when they matriculate, they can actually stay where they are. They can live where they are and find a job.
But not just that. It's the principles of citrus farming can be copied into other industries in the agricultural sector, other
Yes.
fruit production. It's a different crop, so there's those technical things go along with that. But things like irrigation, planning, all that, it's universal in any of the fresh produce industries.
It is, and Citrus is taking the lead here. So, good for them. And I know that even the Citrus Academy graduates, several of them do move on to other industries. But one must bear in mind that it is those people that have put them there.
Yeah. Okay, I've got 2 comments here. One is from Jacques Ferreira from Sati. He says, "Happy belated birthday, Louise."
Thank you very much, Jacques.
And then Gerard Breed would like the links to the Citrus Education. I will post that as soon as we are done. Post it in the comments, and then you can go visit them and see what they're doing.
Hello, Gerard. Yes, we'll definitely post those. Thank you. Okay. Was there anything else, Dewald?
Yeah, I think just as a small little punt, we need to tell people to go listen to the podcast, our last episode with Bix, Nell, and the Inkriesel. It is a fascinating podcast. So if you're anywhere interested in some of the incredible stories that these 2 gentlemen can tell about the apple and pear industry in South Africa, please go and listen.
Yes,
it was one of our favorite ones to record, and it's we would love to get that story out there with more people.
When you have a conversation with someone and you sit there with your mouth hanging open with everything they're telling you and the books that they've written and the adventures that they had, we didn't want that chat to end. So, and they are both such interesting characters. And Bix is
as you said, he retired at 60, and then he says since he has retired, he has achieved more in his life than what he's did in the whole 60 years before retirement.
And he's over 80, and he says, no, retirement's a very bad idea. You need to keep busy and keep active. And boy, oh boy, does he do that. So go and have a listen to them, because they were fascinating.
Yes, I'll also post that link in the comments. And then next week, we're going to have another session with Mitchell Brook about the Vision to 60, which has been received very well out there. And let's see how that one goes.
Yes, indeed. Well, have a good Thursday. That was some very good news we're putting out there about capacity building at high school level by the Citrus Academy, and great stuff. Well done, the Citrus Academy. Keep it up.
All right, here we go. Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.